Hello everyone, welcome to my chemistry channel B.L.DASH Short and Sweet in Chemistry. Now I am going to explain carbon and its compound chapter where some important compounds are there. And this is class 10th. This is for class 10th and the part 19A. In some important compounds, we will see ethyl alcohol and acetic acid, or you can say ethyl alcohol, that is ethanol, and acetic acid, that is ethanoic acid. So first we will come to ethyl alcohol. What is that one? Ethyl alcohol, where the formula is C2H5OH, or you can say here that means CH3CH2OH in expanded way. So this is CH3CH2OH, or you can write CH2C2H5OH. So ethyl alcohol, which is common name. And what is IPC name? Ethanol. Ethanol is an important compound. Organic compound in organic chemistry. The carbon and compounds and its compound, the chapter where it is known as in higher class organic chemistry. And here the ethyl alcohol, that is ethanol, which is known as organic compound. So what is the class of compounds, that is alcohol? See, the class of compound is alcohol is a functional group. In higher class, you can study what is alcohol. There is a functional group. This functional group, that means you will see that other compounds in serial Y. So for only here in this syllabus, only ethyl alcohol is there. When you go to higher class, you can read all the type of alcohol, all the acids. So here, this is alcoholic group and it is colorless liquid, room temperature, freezing point 156 Kelvin and BP 351 Kelvin. That means you should remember it is temperature, freezing point what and boiling point what. But it is liquid at room temperature. It is an active ingredient in alcoholic drink. Those are taking alcohol as a drink purpose, and that is active. That means this alcohol should be present in the which is known as alcohol. That means here ethyl alcohol is the most important one, and that is only, you can say, good solvent and used in medicine such as tincture, iodine, cough syrup. So here you can see this can be used for so many purposes. That means here you can alcoholic drink and it is used, and also it is used in iodine and syrup in many tonic. So here a good solvent and used in cough syrup and many tonic. So here you can say tonics which are used by the patient, and here alcohol is there. Cough syrup, the syrup also, cough syrup you are taking what, that is also containing alcohol. Any liquid type medicine, there should be alcohol for the preservative purpose. And here also homeopathic medicine also contain one little bit alcohol to preserve the medicine. Soluble in all proportion, 100% soluble. And consumption of small quantities causes drunkenness. In small quantity of alcohol, that is also very dangerous, and that is causes drunkenness. So here again I want to tell this is main ingredient for alcoholic drink. Those are drinking alcoholic, then here it is important ethyl alcohol is important, and it is good solvent. It can soluble in so many organic compounds, and also here in medicine it is used as a tincture of iodine, cough syrup, and many tonics. Soluble in all proportion, 100% proportion, and small quantities of pure alcohol. Small quantity of pure alcohol, that is called absolute alcohol, can be lethal. That means can be make problem. So absolute alcohol, what is that one? 100% pure, and small quantity of this absolute alcohol so makes health problem. Reaction of ethanol. You know ethanol means C2H5OH, and with sodium what happen? Sodium, when it is added to alcohol, that means which alcohol? Ethyl alcohol, and IPS name ethanol. Here you will get sodium ethanoate, and here sodium ethanoate and hydrogen gas liberated. That is why for hydrogen you can write also G, good one. G mean gas. So you should make practice whether gas, liquid or solid, and hydrogen gas evolve. With concentrated sulfuric acid, heating of ethanol in excess of concentrated sulfuric produce ethene. I told us in the previous chapter what is ethene. Ethene means CH2 double bond CH2. Ethene is a cis contain double bond. It is an unsaturated carbon. Here this is called ethene. You should remember when here the hot concentrated sulfuric acid is used, and here two carbon present, two carbon, that is ethene produced. And here temperature is 443 Kelvin. The concentrated sulfuric acid can be regarded as dehydrating agent, removes water from ethanol. Very important, here the reaction when takes place with concentrated sulfuric acid and heat also, then here ethene produced, and what is that one? This is water is removed. Water is the by right side, you see the product is water, and here that product of is water, so you can say water is removed from alcohol, from ethyl alcohols. So here the sulfuric acid, concentrated sulfuric acid, regarded as dehydrating agent. And what is its duty? It will remove water from ethanol. So this is a very important reaction. Then we will go to ethanoic acid. Ethanoic acid, that is IPAC name, and acetic acid, that is common name. Structure is CH3COOH, or you can write CH3C double bond OH. That means you can observe here carbon has 4 valency, how it is satisfied. So this is the formula of structure, and this is the expanded way structure, and CH3COOH simple structure, and here the carboxylic acid group COOH there, and if you expanded you can see this is the COOH here, this part. So here what happened? Class of compound what is called carboxylic acid. It is an important organic compound. Then come to properties of ethanoic acid, commonly called acetic acid, and here COOH. Since valency of carbon is 4, to satisfy you can see the structure, you can write like this also, you can write like this, or you can write like this. But here you can explain easily. Carbon has 4 valency, you can observe 1, 3, 4. Then here is carboxylic group. Compound is called when there is COO group, H group, COOH group present, that is called carboxylic acid group, or the total is called carboxylic acid. Example, SCOOH, that is formic acid common name, and methanoic acid, that is IPAC name. CH3COOH, here see in first compound there is 1 carbon, in second compound 2 carbon, This is acetic acid. Common name what? Acetic acid. Ethanic acid what? IUPAC name. Similarly, here also you will remember melting point of ethanoic acid, pure ethanoic acid, 290 Kelvin. Freezing during winter. It also freezes during winter in cold climate. See, the ethanoic acid, or you can say acetic acid, that can freeze during winter in cold climate. That is why it named as glacial acetic acid. What acid? Glacial acetic acid. Then 5 to 8% solution. What do you mean solution? You will add water, 5 to 8%. And solution of acetic acid is called vinegar. So, in water, it is called vinegar. Used as preservative in pickles. So, not only pickles, so many things you can add vinegar. It is acidic nature because COOH, that is called carboxylic acid group, that is there. That is why it is acidic nature. Blue litmus, that is why blue litmus paper turns to red. That means why it is acidic nature? And because it contains COOH, that is carboxylic group, that is acidic character. So blue litmus paper turns to red. Then similarly, when you see this one, completely ionized acid is called strong acid. So it is acid in nature, okay. But again you will see what type of acid this one, COOH. Completely, if there are two types of acid, completely ionized acid called strong acid, that is called strong acid. Strong is acid generally mineral acid, that is available in lab also, mineral acid. Like HNO3, what is HNO3? Nitric acid. What is HCl? Hydrochloric acid. And what is H2SO4? Sulfuric acid. These all are called strong acid and also called mineral acid. And not completely ionized acid called weak. 100% completely ionized, that is called strong acid, and not completely ionized, that is called weak acid. In a weak acid, what are the examples? HCOOH, formic acid, common name. CH3COOH, it is acetic acid by common name. So it is acetic acid, AC, acetic acid. So common name, it is called common name. And reaction of ethanoic acid, then come to reactions. How the reaction takes place? First important is esterification. Esters are formed. You should know what is the condition, how the esters form by the reaction of acid and alcohol. How can the ester form? Acid and alcohol, and here one catalyst you will take. Ethanoic acid reacts with absolute ethanol, alcohol and acid in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, which is also act as catalyst. Then what happened? The reaction CH3COOH, that is your acetic acid or ethanoic acid, CH3CH2OH, ethyl alcohol or ethanol, they react to give CH3COOCH2CH. Means this part is known as ethyl part and this part is known as acetate part. So what is the common name? Ethyl acetate or IPAC name, and IPAC name ethyl ethanoate. Similarly, you see by expanded way, this is simply you have written expanded way, that means you can see here what is the carboxylic group and it gives CH3COO, then continue CH2CH3. This is ethyl ethanoate, and what are the compounds? See here, use CH3COOH. What is common name? Acetic acid. What is IPAC name? Ethanoic acid. Then here you can say ester. Then you can see here CS3CO double one O single one O CS2 CS3. This is expanded way you can understand easily. This is ethyl part. Okay. Ethanoic part. This is ethanoic part. So what is the name? Ethyl ethanoate. It is an ester. What is common name? Ethyl acetate. Clear now? What is ester? The process, how it is react and gives ester. The process is called esterification. How they both alcohol and acid will react in presence of sulfuric acid, and in this process ester is formed, and this process also called esterification. Esters, what is the smell? Esters are sweet smelling, used in making perfume and also flavoring agent. Esters on heating with aqueous acid or base. That means if you take ester and aqueous acid or base, aqueous means water is added, salt of carboxylic acid and original alcohol is produced. What you have taken in preparation of esters, and here you can say this is aqueous acid or base, salt of carboxylic acid and original alcohol is produced, and this process is called saponification. Saponification and esters both are reversed. Saponification gives this is it is called saponification because here soap preparation is there. You can see how soap is prepared by the saponification. Again I want to tell, esters on heating with aqueous acid or base, salt of carboxylic acid and original alcohol produced. Now see the reaction. Here CH3 COO-5. This is your ester. It is ester. Ester on with NOH, it gives CH3COONA plus C2H5OH. That means here sodium it is not sodium ethoxide, this is sodium ethanoate. So because here acid part is there, here acid part is there, and another that one sodium is there. And which acid? This is acetic acid, common name, and IPS name, what acid? Ethanoic acid. So the name is sodium ethanoate. Okay. Then common name, what that one? Sodium acetate. Are you clear? See, this is ester, and you are adding NaOH, heat, then it gives the salt and original alcohol, because I want to express here this ester, what it contains, what the original alcohol is present, the ethyl alcohol. So here reaction with the base, simply it is acid and NaOH is a base, so it gives salt and water, that is CH3COONA, that is sodium ethanoate. Ethanoic acid gives with a base reacts and gives salt and water. This sodium salt, that is called sodium ethanoate, or IPC name sodium acetate. Sodium ethanoate is IPC name and common name is sodium acetate. So it is common name and it is IPAC name. And water. Water is the byproduct. So then as salt and water is produced. Then here you will see the next reaction that is very, very important with sodium carbonate and sodium hydrogen carbonate. You should know what is the formula. Ethanoic acid reacts with carbonate and hydrocarbonate, hydrogen carbonate to produce salt, carbon dioxide and water. The product always remains same, but here on one side the acetic acid or ethanoic acid plus sodium carbonate and other test tube acetic acid plus sodium hydrogen carbonate, and it is also known as sodium bicarbonate. So here what happened, carbon dioxide is the main important product here, which can characterize the presence of acid and something. Then how can you know that carbon dioxide is produced? Maybe other gas? Yes, carbon dioxide is identified by passing it through the lime water, which turns milky, that is insoluble, turns milky. So what happens in the reaction? Lime water, what? Lime water? CaOH whole 2, calcium hydroxide. When it is clear solution, that is called lime water, and that means after preparing calcium hydroxide and put for some time, then and pouring, then upper part liquid, that is simply clear liquid, and that is called lime water, freshly prepared. Then what happens? It gives a calcium carbonate, which is milky, which is not soluble in water, calcium hydroxide, and this is calcium carbonate. So calcium carbonate is white milky, insoluble in water. On excess passing carbon dioxide, excess of passing carbon dioxide through lime water, if you pass more, then what happens? The milkiness disappear. What is the meaning? That means which product is produced that is soluble in water. What is that product? Calcium hydrogen carbonate, or you can say calcium bicarbonate, which is soluble in water. Remember, calcium carbonate is not soluble in water, whereas calcium hydrogen carbonate soluble in water. See, the calcium carbonate, which is milky, is not soluble in water. And next it is past excess. Here calcium hydrogen carbonate is produced, that is milkiness disappears and soluble in water. What is calcium hydrogen carbonate? That is soluble in water, whereas calcium carbonate is not soluble in water. So calcium, here it is, I have written calcium hydrogen carbonate, no milky, that means here soluble in water. What is conclusion then? Ethanoic acid react with the metal hydroxide NaOH and carbonate Na2CO3, hydrogen carbonate, that means SCO3, or you can write NaSCO3. What is the hydrogen carbonate to form salt, and is called neutralization reaction. That means it reacts, the ethanoic acid reacts with metal hydroxide, carbonate, and hydrogen carbonate, that means sodium hydrogen carbonate, to form salt. The reaction what? The reaction is called neutralization reaction, neutral. It makes neutral acid power and this acid power, and that is neutralized reaction. Neutral, that is, comes to form salt. Only here you will see salt is formed. Then what happened? Again see, ethanoic acid react with metal hydroxide carbonate and hydrogen carbonate to form salt, and that reaction is called neutralization reaction because acid is neutralized. When an ester ethyl ethanol reacted with water in presence of dilute HCl, acid and alcohols are produced. That means ester, just opposite reaction, reverse reaction, you will make a heat with water in the presence of dilute hydrochloric acid, and what happen? What produce? Acid and alcohol are produced. That is why the ester is breaking by the help of water. That is why it is called ester hydrolysis. Remember, what is ester hydrolysis? You take ester and add your water in presence of dilute HCl. That is called hydrolysis. Alcohol as fuel. Nowadays, alcohol has so many importance for the society. The sugar can, the juice can be used to prepare molasses, and fermentation takes place. It gives alcohol. From sugarcane juice, that is used for prepare molasses, and here the alcohol is produced. Which alcohol? Ethanol. Now alcohol can be used as an additive to in petrol. Petrol power, how can you increase? By adding alcohol, that is called additive in petrol. And since it is a cleaner fuel, it helps to clean fuel which give rise to carbon dioxide, then water on burning in sufficient air. If you are applying sufficient air, then carbon dioxide, whatever is produced, is gone out. And here it is a cleaner. Cleaner means clean. What mean? Clean the fuel. So cleaner fuel, it can be used as cleaner fuel, and that is additive in petrol also, you can say. Suppose somebody asks, what is the additive in petrol? Immediately you can say that is alcohol, ethanol. Generally ethanol you are using. So I hope you understand the chapter. We understood the chapter.